The goal of MobileQuest Colab, I think, is a really large one, which is to really move game design theory and game design thinking into places where it can be effective for future generations.
One of our main goals is to help educators become players and designers and mobile technologists, where they feel empowered to kind of supercharge any content area or learning context for student engagement.
What kind of planet should we build? What kind of games should we go on those planets?
What does it sound like?
Buzzing or a whirling sound.
Well, once it starts picking up,
Yeah, not a whirl.
that's the big thing.
The campers have traveled to this planet to try and help it. Yeah, we need a title.
There was a planet, Rotato.
As the Rotatans spread across the land, they lost their commitment to work together, empowering Rotato. As the work slowed, the whir of the planet grew dim and Rotato ceased to spin.
MobileQuest Colab is a 2-week pilot program that introduces games and game design and game-like learning to educators. It's an especially exciting program because not only do educators spend an intensive week playing, modifying, and making games, but they then get to practice that learning with kids in a camp-like setting.
We're learning by doing, so we are learning about what MobileQuest is all about by being the students and figuring out exactly what it is the students need to do, so that next week when the students actually come in, we have a whole week of fleshed out ideas that have been play tested all by us.
The idea is left foot needs to stay to the left of the rope, right foot needs to stay to the right of the rope.
Got it.
Step,
Oh.
step, 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 step.
The teachers during the experience were exposed to many different concepts and many tools that they could possibly use, and it could seem overwhelming, but at the same time they were also provided with a series of constraints which can help focus your thinking. I think that true creativity arises more when you're under constraints than when you are given complete freedom to create something. So you need to have a lot to work with so that when you are confronted with constraints, you can match the challenge.
Game design has a lot of components to it, and it's challenging, and it is incredibly rewarding and fun.
When you bring a game to a setting with teachers or kids, there's this sort of natural buy-in that happens, which is, okay, this is a game, I understand the construct of a game, I know what I'm supposed to do here. It feels very low risk. So what it provides is a way for you to introduce new ideas as they play, and it's transformative for them. And they don't even necessarily realize it's happening, which is why when we work with teachers, we do a lot of reflective moments where they'll play a game and they'll work through something, and when we step out of it and start to talk about it, and you realize, like, wow, I stepped into that space and I never really thought about this issue in that way. And the game really caused me to feel that. And it's a tool, you know, clearly life can't be one giant game, but just like any other tool a teacher might use, it's an incredibly powerful vehicle for discovery.
The biggest thing I've learned is how to design and modify games here.
1, 2, 3, ninja!
Jump to time.
I just think that this program is awesome and that there's no bad ideas. You can do whatever you want. And if you can make it into a game, then it'll work.